What if I told you that many of the limitations you experience in life don't actually come from the world around you, but instead from the beliefs you hold about yourself? These beliefs, what we call limiting beliefs, are often deeply ingrained in your subconscious mind. And the good news is, well, we can reprogram them. We all carry limiting beliefs, whether we realize it or not. They often sound like, I'm not smart enough, or I'm not worthy of success, or I'm too old to start something new. And these thoughts, they're rooted in past experiences, learned behaviors, and the stories that we've been telling ourselves or have been told for years, maybe our whole life. But here's the thing, just as your subconscious mind absorbed these limiting beliefs, well, it can also unlearn them. The subconscious mind is like an operating system for your brain. It runs on patterns, habits, and beliefs that have been programmed into it over time. Many of these programs, well, they were installed when you were young, when you were a child, before you even knew you were taking them in, before you had a choice or an understanding. As a young child, we learn our core concepts of ourselves and the world, but we're often taught beliefs and ideas that don't support our purposes and the people that we want or came here to be. And we're too young to understand the implications, so we just gladly accept what we're taught without ever even questioning them. And most people never challenge their beliefs, they just live it out. But just like with any operating system, you can update and change the programs. And today, I'm going to show you how. The first step to reprogramming your subconscious mind is to identify the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Often these beliefs, they operate in the background, like a silent script that you're unaware of, but they show up in the form of self-doubt, fear, hesitation, procrastination, and many other patterns and behaviors that cause us to stray from our most authentic selves. So ask yourself, what's stopping me from achieving my goals? What stories am I telling myself? Write them down and get specific. I once worked with a client who she always felt that success was out of reach for her. Every time she got close to achieving something big, she self-sabotaged. When we dug deeper, we discovered a deeply rooted belief that she'd carried for years. I don't deserve success. Well, once we brought that belief to the surface, we could start the real work of changing it. By releasing this belief, she began to experience greater success. You see, life is belief driven, so we must have belief systems that support what we desire if we want to obtain and, most importantly, sustain it. Now, the second step is to replace the limiting belief with a new, empowering one. The subconscious mind doesn't just accept words, it requires repetition and emotion. So once you've identified the limiting belief, you need to create a new belief to take its place. For example, if your limiting belief is, I'm not good enough, reframe it as, I am more than enough and I deserve success. The key is to make this new belief feel real and emotionally charged. A powerful technique to help with this is visualization. When you visualize, you're speaking directly to your subconscious mind in its own language, images, and emotions. Picture yourself living out your new belief. See yourself succeeding, thriving, and feeling confident. The more you can visualize this reality with vivid emotion, the more your subconscious mind will begin to accept it as truth. Now, the third step is repetition. The subconscious mind learns through repetition, so you need to reinforce your new belief regularly. This can be through affirmations, journaling, or practicing visualization daily. Consistency really is key. The more you repeat your new belief, the more it becomes a part of your subconscious programming. And you may say, Mike, I've been using affirmations for years and nothing's changing. Well, this is actually quite common, and the reason is that most people use affirmations to create change in their external world. But the real goal is to create change within yourself, to become the version of yourself who creates those circumstances or lives out that lifestyle. In other words, it's a growth-oriented process. One of the stories that I share in my book is about a time in my life when I was working on reprogramming my own limiting beliefs. For years, I believed that I wasn't capable of achieving the kind of success that I dreamed of. Like, it didn't happen for people like me. And this belief held me back in countless ways until I started the process of reprogramming. It wasn't easy, and it didn't happen overnight, but with time and consistent effort, I shifted my mindset, and my life began to to significantly change. And I'm often asked when things change for me in life. When I was able to overcome the anxiety and depression, the OCDs, the self-sabotage, and so many other things that I struggled with. Well, the answer is simple. It's when I learned that I had a choice. And the choice was to decide what I was going to believe and to do whatever it took to install that new belief. And you have that power as well. Now, the fourth and final step is to take aligned action. Reprogramming your subconscious mind is powerful, but you must also back it up with action. When you start to believe in your worth and capability, take steps that align with that new belief. Start applying for that promotion, start that project, or reach out for that opportunity. Action solidifies your new mindset. Oftentimes, we're waiting for the feeling before we take action, but the feelings we want don't typically happen before the action. It's when we follow through that we gain that sense of confidence, or that courage, or we feel good about ourselves, or we feel capable of achieving more. Action is necessary to bring into this world your vision. So, let's recap. Identify the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Replace them with empowering ones. Use visualization and repetition to reinforce them. And take action that aligns with your new mindset. By doing this, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're changing your life. You're reprogramming your mind for success, growth, and fulfillment. Remember, the power to change, well, that's already within you. You don't need to wait for things to line up outside of you. If you do, you may just be waiting the rest of your life. It starts with your subconscious mind. Reprogram it and watch everything around you begin to shift. The only limits you have are the ones you've set for yourself. And today, you can start breaking free from them. So go out there, create your dreams, address those limiting beliefs, and enjoy your life. We'll talk soon. Be well.